Glad I took the long road. Shortcuts to the game, that's a no-no. Least traveled on my journey, I'm alone, so dark times gave me glow. Everything I needed was on this path, I swear I never cheated. Pushing for a reason. So many times I fell, but I got back on my feet, so that's why I'm undefeated. No, no.
What's up, everybody? We're on our 8th episode. Mic'd up with Mo. I'm with my special guest.
Style by Tiff P.
Hey, so Style by Tiff, which I know you as. So what is it that you do?
So Style by Tiff P, I have my own fashion imaging consulting company. So I do a lot of wardrobe styling for various events. I educate people around fashion as well. More so geared towards doing men's fashion because I just feel it's a need there. And I love outfitting guys. I love educating them about fashion and making them feel good.
So Tiff, how do we know each other, right? But like basically you come to this gym, you work out and things like that, and you build a great relationship with a lot of the people that's in this gym because of course it's a family atmosphere. Absolutely. Right? But you're also my stylist, right? And one of the things about this season that I wanted to do, I wanted to have people on the show that wasn't the athlete, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna end up having them on there on the show, but not right now. I wanted people who impacted the sports world, impacted the music industry and things like that, but being behind the scenes, right? So let me ask you this: what is someone or is there someone that you have always dreamed of styling or wanted to style? Like, is there anybody that you wanted to style?
That's a very great question. So Future, not only because
you said Future.
Yeah.
You think you Future?
Not only because like he's one of my favorite hip hop rap artists, but he's not afraid. He's not afraid to step outside of that box. You know, he's very comfortable within himself and wears a lot of different things. And to me, he's always fly. But it's certain things that I know I can put him in, and I know he'll be like comfortable. Like I've always said, when he's on this tour, I would love to see him come out on stage in a suit. Like, I think that would be so dope. I think that'd be so fly. Like, all right, I got the concept, everything for it. But I would love to style Future, for sure.
Tiff, don't ever put him in a suit in the gym.
Nah.
But one of the things that I do want to talk about is that so much we talk about supporting each other. We talk so much about, like supporting one another, being successful, being a family, and things like that. And what I preach is what I always try to live by, right? So my whole thing is always supporting like those that surround me, my circle, empowering my circle, right? And I know you came in, you were working out, but then I knew that you had to stop, like you were a stylist. And I wanted to support that, right? And then now you run the GPT apparel, right? So can you talk about that experience? What that's like?
Yeah. So when we first got started, and you asked me, what I do, and I told you, the thing that I like about it, you immediately, honestly, like supported me 100%. And not only like the pats on the back or the repost, but you actually became a client. And I love that. You sold into what I was doing, and you believed in what I was doing, and you trusted me, to create certain looks for you, and I appreciate that. Not ever knowing that it would translate into me now running the GPT athleisure. So when we first discussed it, I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, nah, man, like, I don't know about fashion lines per se. I know about having somebody design the look or buy it off the rack. I fly it up, I bring it to life, right? So when you said it to me, you was like, nah, Tiff, fashion, you can do it. You know, so it took me a minute. You know, it took me a minute, but doing the research and networking, and here we are. In the next few months, we'll be launching the spring collection. You know, so the first collection, in my opinion, I believe it did pretty well. You know, people were very receptive to it, and one of the things I think that separates us from, you know, other clothing lines is the fact that we can transition it to wear in here and also outside of the gym, and that was one of the goals.
What is that feeling like when you walk in here and you see clients wearing the clothing?
Yeah, I get excited. Like, my heart be smiling. I be jumping up and down, man. Like, I love it, you know, because it shows that, of course, they support, but the fact that I see them working out in it, it speaks volume. And also, too, when they're working out in it, believe it or not, I'm looking to see, is it shriveling up? Is it, you know, just certain things that I'm looking at, because I want people to understand that the quality that we're bringing to this is just not a Hanes t-shirt. You know what I mean? We're actually bringing quality so that people can actually feel comfortable with working out in it as well.
So let me ask you this. You said our spring collection is coming out. You kind of want to talk about that or no? Like,
yeah, so
you don't have to. I mean,
yeah, I mean, we can tap into it a little bit. So for the spring collection, you're definitely going to see a few brighter colors because it's spring and then we transition into summer. For that first collection, if you notice, we did a lot of grays, we did a lot of blacks, we did a lot of whites. Right. I guess I didn't want to scare the customer jumping out into color because I love color, but I kind of want to ease into you know, branching out in some brighter colors. But you guys will like it for sure.
You didn't really talk about what it was.
That's it. I want, you know. The promo video is coming soon, so that's it.
So starting your business, running your business, and getting it to where it is now, right? And I know it's not where you want it to be just yet, right?
Not even.
But it's a start. And most people are afraid to start that business. Yeah. Most people are afraid of failure. Yeah. What made you start your business? And then, of course, you faced obstacles. What made you continue to push?
So to answer your first question, what made me start it? So I've always been into fashion since high school. I ended up working for this clothing store, Express, where I worked my way up, started as a cashier, regular sales associate, sales lead manager, and then I ended up getting promoted to be the visual brand co-manager and also the active store manager of 2 Express locations. I've always just loved fashion, had a niche for it, and I learned so much into it, right? But it was wearing me down and tiring me out that I was starting to be unhappy about fashion. So I pulled out of, you know, doing that, switched up careers, but I always wanted to still keep fashion a part of my world, part of what I'm doing, because I'm so invested into it and I love it. That's my passion. So I started just like, you know, putting outfits together, posting it on Instagram. Didn't have a name, right? I was writing names down, scratching it out. And one day I just said, just go with Style by Tiff P. That's you, right? So that's what I did. I created a hashtag. So if you notice, every time I post, I'm doing Style by Tiff P. And just my friends was just like, hey, can you find me an outfit for this? Can you find me an outfit for that? And it just evolved that way. I just wasn't afraid. I knew it was going to be hard. And one thing I always told my mom as a kid is I always wanted to own my own business, but never knew what that was going to be, right? So the thing about it, just not being afraid, is just evolving. You know, you can't be scared. I faced obstacles. To answer your second question, I had a designer at one time that I had to let go. It hurt me because of the fact that I never was faced with nothing like that before. So it was a weird situation. But I knew where I wanted to see my company and the name that I wanted to make for myself and my company. So I wanted to make sure I cultivate and have the right people around me, have the right tools to be able to execute my vision. You know, so the biggest thing I would say is just you can't be afraid. You're going to fail, you know, but that's the only way you're going to learn from your experiences.
So Style by Tiff P. You got your name and your business name, just like I got Gibson Performance Training. I got my name in that, right? And the one thing and the reason why I even put Gibson on there is because I take pride.
Yes.
Take pride in that name,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And to me, a lot of times I know when I was going through obstacles, and I still face obstacles to this day, but when I was going through it, it was more like I'm letting my name down. I'm letting you know what I mean? I'm letting it down. I can't give in. I can't give up because I got to carry your name. I got to carry a legacy, right? In any way, does your name play a part in the obstacles that you might face?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So the biggest thing for me and part of my brand, right, is fashion, image, and consulting, right? So one of the things I studied in college was public relations. That was my minor. So that's image, right? Being able to, of course, you're gonna have people that don't like you, right? They may not agree with what you're doing, but cultivating that image for yourself and carrying that name. When people see SBTP, when they see Style by Tiff P, I want them to think exclusive. You know, I want them to think upper echelon. You know what I mean? I want them to think fly. You know, I want them to think extraordinary. You know what I mean? So definitely keeping that with that name, and that's through everything. That's when I meet somebody. That's when I'm dressed. You know, because I always say that I'm a walking billboard, right? I'm representing myself. I'm representing my brand at all times. I don't care where I am. So definitely, and then also too, that goes back into people that you bring along with you. You know, that's working with you. They have to be able to keep up with that same image and that name as well.
Nah, so, and I know firsthand because I don't know if you guys have been watching the show, you guys would see that I'm always in Gibson apparel, right? And it's always different. It's always, well, some of the stuff is exclusive, and then some of the stuff we were trying to advertise, the clothing line that we were coming out with. So maybe we might do something where we're wearing the spring stuff.
Yeah.
You know, before it comes out.
I got you.
You know, we might do something like that. Okay. You know, but like for instance, the shirt that I got now, you know, it's an exclusive shirt. It's a shirt that Tiff put together, and I really like it. But I know you're always on me about that. Like you're always on me about, hey, you need to wear, you know, you need to wear this, you need to wear that. What you gonna wear for this show? What you gonna wear for that? And it's funny because when I talk about GPT, the first word I think about is family, right? And my thing is, I learned this early that I couldn't do everything on my own. And you needed to put people in place that had a passion for whatever it was that you needed. Because just like with me, I could stay in this gym all day and then leave and come back early in the morning and be in the gym again all day. But this is what I love. This is what I got a passion for this, right? And watching you work, I see what people talk about when they say having a passion for something, because you have a passion for fashion, right? But it's not easy, and I know it's not easy. But what a lot of people don't know is, what is it like working with me?
Oh gosh, we got enough tape for this? We got enough film for this? So aside of our friendship, the thing I love about our relationship, and this is no lie, we're able to put the friendship, Mo and Tiff, joking aside, and we conduct business. We done bump heads. Nobody may not know. We done bump heads the night before I'm about to come in the gym to work out or have a meeting with you, and we see each other and be like, yo, what's up? We give each other a hug. We talking like, so you know, I was trying to say this, or you would be like, you know, I want you to understand this, but it's no attitudes, right? You know, it's all out of love. You're passionate, I'm passionate, and that's the thing that I like. It's great working with you because I sit back and I watch how you have grown Gibson Performance Training. I did not start with you in the basement, but I started with you at the second location, the smaller gym. And from that time until now, it keeps me on my toes. You know, like I feel like I cannot slack being around you, right? I don't want to slack, right? That's just not in my DNA, but being around you, it pushes me more to want more. It also shows me not to give up on my dream because it's attainable, right? It's just how much time you want to, and energy and focus that you want to put into it. So I like working with you though. And I'm not just saying this in front of the cameras, but I like working with you, boy.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
But no, so it's funny because I find myself saying some of the same things that I would say in the gym, like even in the workout. I say to you when it comes down to you designing the clothing, is that, hey, one, it's always believe in yourself. Be confident in what it is that you believe, and always know I'm always support you. Now, whether I disagree or not, you know, I'm gonna let you know I disagree if I disagree, but I'm always gonna support you. And my thing is, you're in that position for a reason, because I know you're very good at what you do. I know, like, I trust your eye, I trust your vision, I trust what you see, and I really do. I think you're very, very, very special in this.
I appreciate
right?
that.
And my thing is, even now, like, I can see how your business has grown, and I see how people at first didn't believe, right? Like, people made it a joke, or you know, it was like, hey, you know, but that's Tiff. But now I see some of those are now clients, or some of those people are now commenting, you know, hey, that's a nice little outfit. Hey, I like how that was put together, and things like that. And it's no different than how GPT was started. You know, like, people will never see what you see because it's not their vision, and you can't blame them for it. But over time, it's more like, hey, just watch me work and watch me build and watch how I put this thing together. And when I put it together, you guys eventually become clients. Y'all just don't realize that y'all gonna be clients to this day, but 2 years from now, you will be.
And you know what? That's one of the things. That's one of the things you talk about, though. Just not paying attention to the outside noise, right? Not worrying about what someone else is doing, right? You know, and that means a lot. That means a lot, because so much, especially with this generation, you get so. Some of us get so caught up into what the next person is doing, or they're doing the same thing as you. So it's like, well, why I'm not there yet? You know what I mean? But just staying focused and being humble, your day gonna come. Right, your day gonna come, and I can say, I remember when I wasn't getting any clients, you know, or people be like, she ain't styling for real. She just, you know what I mean? Just doing it just because for the gram. You know what I mean? And this year, I have 5 groomed clients that I'm styling for a wedding, and it's the most that I had, you know, in a year. So it's just staying focused, and eliminating the outside noise.
You did like a music video or something like that.
I did. That was the first time. Oh my goodness. So. I did for this company's management company, Studio 12. They have a few artists, music artists. My first time ever wardrobing a music video. I was so nervous. I was so nervous, man. I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know. Of course, I know fashion, right? And I know how I wanted the folks to look, but the whole process behind that, like, I had to read the script for each person's line. I had to read what is called a treatment, so it gives the rundown of how it tells the story of the music video. So I had to read through all of that weeks prior to. I had to meet with the producers, meet with the directors to understand their vision, to try to bring everything to life. And that was a huge eye-opener for me. It was a lot of work, but I executed flawlessly. And actually, they want me to do another music video, so that was pretty dope.
Hey.
That was pretty dope.
Hey,
that was dope.
Just don't turn your back on GPT.
Yeah, of course not. How can I?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Of course not.
Hey, look, guys, we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back. We're going to be in a rack, right? Well, we're going to come down and we're going to come straight up, keeping our heels on the ground, right? We're going to go 10 straight. Then we're going to go 5 where you're going to sit, you're going to hold, keeping that chest up, keeping them knees bent, keeping them heels on the ground. When I say up, then we explode up, all right? But when we squat, we're going to turn our toes out. Got it? Here we go. Huh? Yeah, that's that. Just stand up and step back some. Keep going back a little bit. Good, now turn our toes out a little bit. That one good. Turn that one out just a little bit more. Yup, good, we're good there. Here we go. Now we're coming straight down, straight up. Hey, so we back. We back on Mike Double Mo and with my special guest, styled by Tiff P. Now I want to talk more about, you talked about doing a music video, and you talked about how you had to read the script. Like it was more to it. It wasn't just putting clothes together, right? And it's funny to hear it because everybody that comes on this show and not knowing what their job, you know, what they have to do on their job in order to complete their job and be successful at it, I find out there's so many similarities with what they do and what I do, right? So a lot of people think we just come in here and we just put exercises together and then you walk up out of here an hour later. But what people don't see that we're studying film tape, we're watching movements, we're talking as a staff as to how we can improve this person or get this person to this goal and that goal. We're reading books, we're watching videos, we're spending time with other strength guys, with other physical therapists, other chiropractors. Like we're spending time with those people to be successful at what we're doing here. Right. And people don't see that. People don't see the time spent on that and the money spent on that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if you could kind of talk more about what an experience is for you when you're styling a client.
As far as
like say you had to style me.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, gotcha. So I always do consultations with my clients, right? During that consultation, I get a feel of their personality, right? I get a feel of who they are. So I ask them certain questions. What's your favorite color? You know, are you afraid of patterns? They may say, well, what's patterns? Are you afraid of stripes? Are you afraid of checkers? You know, you're more of a solid type of person. Also, during asking those questions, I'm surveying the customer's body, right? So the whys behind that is, in my mind, I know it's certain things I probably can't put that person in based on their body shape, right? Mm-hmm. Another thing that I've learned, of course, everyone always wants to look thin in their clothes, right? So it's certain things that you can put on that may thin you down, right? So that's some of the things that I'm looking at with that customer during that consultation. Understanding their look, right? Mm-hmm. So one thing about me, I'm not going to make my clients look like me. That's not my job, right? My job is to take you where you are in fashion and elevate that, right? Still keeping your own personality, your own style, your own swag. So I may ask them, send me your favorite pieces, right? Mm-hmm. You're going out one night, tell me what it is that you like to wear, or show me what you like to wear, and I expand on that, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of things that people don't realize what goes on behind the scenes that I do. Mm-hmm. I've also may take clients to do personal shopping, right? So we just may go out to the mall. I'll tell them, all right, take me to some of your favorite stores. So still, I can get that flavor and feel what they like, and then I'll show them some of the stores I like. Mm-hmm. You know, I go in, educate them. Man, I think you should start wearing this. I think this may look good on your body, like for you. Mm-hmm. I think I've told you once before, like, man, you know, your complexion, you can do some color. You know, add some color into your wardrobe, or slim jeans. That was a thing. Taking those jeans sizes down. right?
Guys, I ain't hey. Not even gonna lie. Was not a fan. I was,
Yeah, you
had quad muscles, hamstrings, everything. So I like, can't do this.
That was one of the things and the whys behind that is because you work out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a nice physique, right? You earn that, right? So why not show it a little bit? You know what I mean? You look good in your
God,
jeans.
she wanted me in spandex almost.
Nah.
So like, if my knee was swollen or you know, you would have seen that. You would have seen.
Nah.
Hey, instead of wearing a knee brace, all I had to do was put on the jeans. It would have kept everything, you know, compressed, and you know, I'd been fine.
We gotta show that picture. The slim jeans, they look good.
Never
we
showing
gotta
the
show it.
picture.
Nah, they look good. It look good. It was for your birthday. Remember?
Oh
You look
yeah. But
So-
those wasn't the very first. I remember the very first ones you told me to put on.
Yeah, you were feeling it. But those
Hey guys, whenever you gotta jump up or you gotta do like some type of exercise, put on the jeans. It's never a good look.
Hey,
Never.
go ahead.
Never.
But so those are one of the things that makes me happy when I'm able to put a client in something that they kept saying no about.
I got you.
You know what I mean? And I like that. I like that. I like that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, them first pair. We'd never show that picture. Hey, y'all ain't even gotta worry about it. Y'all would never see that. Never ever. So, okay, so we preach the family atmosphere.
Yes.
In here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I'm a strong believer in supporting one another.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's always good to see family supporting family without being pushed to do it or without being kind of asked to do it or told to do it, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times I see that you repost, you'll post like, hey, and use the hashtag GPT family, like just letting everybody know like how we are successful in this. And that's one of the biggest things about me is that I feel like if we all came together, if we all supported one another, we become like this strong force.
Absolutely.
And instead of just talking about it, let's live it. You get what I'm saying? And that's something that I feel like we've done, right? So I remember we did the commercial for the hoodie, right? And it was you reaching out to Neil, putting that video together.
Yeah.
What was that experience like doing a promo video? Because now you become the director.
Yeah. So first of all, I honestly didn't know how talented Neil was, and I've said that to you.
Hey guys, for you guys who might not know who Neil is, he's the one that does all the video for us.
Yeah.
He does all the pictures. So when you see a lot of these dope pictures, these dope moments and things like that, it's Neil that's capturing all this, and he runs the Huddle brand.
Yeah.
So you guys see that I post Huddle brand. You see guys, I'm always putting style by Tiff P. Those are the two people behind the scenes that run GPT, right? So when you talk about the image, that would be Tiff. When you talk about the moments, the pictures, and the memories and things like that, or you might hear me say a quote, or you might hear me talking to a kid, and you feel like it's special, whatever it may be, but that's because Neil's behind the scenes capturing that. So I want to thank them for that, but my bad, I want you to go back on to the experience of being a director.
Yeah, so
She still thinks she's future. I just want to let y'all know, but go ahead.
Yeah, I've said that to you a couple times. Like, I didn't know how talented Neil was. And, you know, I like you said, I seen the photography and this, that, and third, but when I sat down with him and I told him the vision that I seen for the Gifted Hoodie promo video, he was like, oh, you mean this? So he started showing me. He was like, you know, I sort of kind of was, you know, starting to do something. Like, I'm like, yo, that's it. Like, every single thing that I wanted, like, he just knew spot on. Like, and it wasn't no dry rehearsal. We discussed it. The day of, we started shooting, right? And it was minimal stuff that I had to say. Like, he just already, I don't know, it was just weird. And I think we said that to each other, it just clicked. It just clicked. You know, that the day of, you know, he was asking me, hey, you want this, you want that? I'm like, yeah, like you flowing with it. Like it just worked perfect, you know. And even going back to do the editing and all that stuff, like flawless. Yeah, definitely flawless.
Oh, that's, hey, so.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? Now that something else you said too, but before we move on, as far as supporting each other, Neil with his clothing line, right? It was like a no-brainer to me. First of all, of course, I love fashion, but Neil with his Huddle brand, I bought pieces from him, and it's not. I didn't ask for a discount, no nothing, because I'm sewn in and want to support what he's doing. So I say that to say, I bought some pieces from him, flyed it up, posted it on Instagram, and like I've had my own family, my own relatives reaching out to me like, hey, I want that sweatsuit, and they ended up buying it from him, right? And I say that to say, you know, when you are around someone and you care about that person, support what they're doing. You know, you have to support what they're doing, and pay full price. You know, don't ask for no discounts. You know what I mean? Do it because you want to see them grow and you want to see them win. And I believe, and that's one thing that I love about this group, man. Like, we're all sewn into the same thing. We have the same mindset, and it means a lot.
You know what's funny? Like, I actually, so if you guys are watching this show and you text me, called me, emailed me, or even if you stop me on the street, if that word discount comes out, trust me, I got your call, I got your text, I got all that. I heard you on the street. It's just, once I heard discount, my ears, they shut down. I don't hear that. To me, like, life is it's priceless. Like, we don't know how much time we have on this earth, right? And nobody goes to their job saying, hey, I want you to pay me half. No, if I do the job, I'm expecting my full paycheck.
Exactly.
So if you're not gonna pay me my full paycheck, don't come in. And that's my whole thing about it, is that, hey, I don't read them books. I don't study film. I don't do this stuff for half the money.
Yeah.
Because when they charge me for the classes, when they charge me for the books and stuff like that, they're charging me full price.
Yeah.
So if I gotta pay full price, I'm not doing this. I don't spend my time or my life trying to make other people better, and it doesn't benefit me or benefit my family and things like that, because I lose time with my family, right? So you spend a lot of time at what you do. So, you know, for somebody to ask you for a discount or ask Neil or ask anybody that's running a business, I feel like it's very disrespectful.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's very disrespectful. I mean, everybody going to their job looking to get paid the full paycheck, and this is no different.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like, I'm very passionate about that, and I'm telling you, if you guys have text me, if you text me 3 times, trust me, I got the text. It says delivered. I got the text. It's just I will not respond when you talk about a discount.
That's a fact, though.
Like you won't. The moment I'm reading a text and they say discount, I stop reading. The moment you call me and you say discount, or you say, hey, all right, what you know, can you put something together? I'm gonna go back to the price list. This is what we charge.
Yeah, so I actually experienced that recently, and you know, people come and they want these I say GQ looks, right? You know, but it's like, okay, you want the GQ look, you're gonna have to spend the GQ money. Like, right. I'm not bending on my prices, because like you said, you go through so much of studying. Like, literally, people don't know. Like, recently, I went to Houston and I found this color museum, right? And people look at it maybe, oh, you're just having fun, but it's always a method to what I'm doing. So not only did I went to that color museum to check it out, to you know, to have some downtime, you know, leisure time to myself, but the color museum helped me with
you might gotta speak up a little louder, because the praise team going crazy.
Oh yeah, okay. So going to that museum, it actually helped me bring different colors together that I didn't think about putting together. You know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of times people don't understand or your hours you may spend Googling or YouTubing or watching interviews and stuff like that. It's I think we make it look easy for people, but behind the scenes, it's a lot going on that a lot of people don't know about. You know, you spending hours upon hours trying to put looks together for people. You know, or the back and forth, people not happy. You know what I mean? And you're trying to make them happy to reach that goal of what they're looking for. You know, so yeah, it's a lot of behind the scenes that people don't know about. It makes things successful.
Yeah, it's just like people might come in here, right? And it's like, hey, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this in a month, or I'm trying to do this in 2 months. But it's like, yeah, what kind of discount can you give me? I mean, what can we put together? But it's unreal, it's unrealistic. So I try to tell people, like, okay, you want to drop 20 pounds, you want to drop it in 2 months, cool. All right, these are the things you need to do. Okay, but then when I found out you didn't ate half a pizza or something, we playing around. Like we never going to hit the goal. Cause we taking 2 steps back to move 1 step forward.
Why I guess
so we slowly going behind.
Why I guess they have a pizza? You know I like pizza. Why I guess they have a pizza? Huh?
Guys,
you know I like pizza.
When I say certain things, sometimes I'm indirect about what I'm saying. So to try to deliver my message, sometimes I gotta invite you on this show to say what I need to say to get my point across.
Hey, no, I came with you, yeah.
Hey, no, but listen, man, Tiff, man, like I said, you're gonna continue to do what you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
Your company gonna continue to grow. I'm gonna continue to support.
Appreciate that.
And then, of course, the GPT brand.
Absolutely, man.
You're gonna continue to help grow that.
This is ongoing, nonstop.
And I'm appreciative of it. Like, I mean, I sit there and I say we family, and I really do preach it. I really do live it, and I support my family. So people said, hey, don't, when you do business, you never want to do business with your family. You never want to do business with like your friends because things get caught up. No, it don't get caught up. When you hold each and every person accountable, when you sit there and you come up, hey, these are the rules, these are the guidelines. There's no exceptions. There's no discount in that. Yeah. Like, we're not gonna cheat ourselves. We're not gonna go halfway in it. Like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna be all in, and we're gonna do this the right way.
And that's the biggest thing, accountability. Again, we all have
like half a pizza. Accountability. Go ahead.
We all have a pretty good relationship, really good rapport. But if I'm slipping, you gonna tell me. Or if you slipping,
go ahead.
or if you slipping, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I mean? Like, and there's no, grudges gonna be held, towards each other. It's like we see a goal, we see down the road, we see what we're trying to attain. So we gotta hold ourselves accountable, and that's something that you preach all the time. And with the family aspect, recently I just had a conversation with someone, and that's one of the things that I told them what was a driver for me to take on being a creative visionary for GPT Athleisure is the fact that you hone in on family. I'm a family-oriented person, and that's what you preach all the time, and you show it, right? You show that when we come through those doors, it's family in here. You know what I mean? We check the egos at the door.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you got to come in here being coachable, because if you're not, you got to exit.
Right. But it's just like family. You have family members that don't want to listen, and they keep making those same mistakes.
Right.
So after a while, you stop talking to them, and it's like, hey, well, not stop talking to them, but you stop trying to preach or getting them to see what you want them to see.
Right.
And sometimes they got to hit their head a couple times in order for them to get it. Right. So if I got to kick you out of the gym, I'm gonna kick you out of the gym. But eventually, you'll learn, you'll come back, or you'll call me and say, hey, you know what? Exactly what you were saying, you were right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't see it then. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I don't hold no grudge. You want to come back in the gym, you come back in the gym. If you don't, you don't. But at least you learned that lesson. At least you understood where I was coming from. I'm cool with that. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And it's times even with me that it's like that, right? But I preach family because family is something I'm passionate about, something I believe in, and it's a word that everybody can relate to.
Absolutely.
I don't care where you are in the country, I don't care where you are in the world, like everybody can relate to that.
Absolutely.
And even if you grew up in a bad situation where your family, like your family situation was bad, most people that grew up in something like that, they say to themselves, when I have kids, my kid's not gonna go through that.
Yeah.
So everybody want to be a part of a good family. Everybody want to be a part of that good situation.
Absolutely.
And this is a good situation.
Absolutely.
Now we have our fights, we have our arguments, well not fights, we have our arguments in here. And whether it's about debates, whether it's about sports, some people might not see what I see, when we talk about goats, But hey, it is what it is. But no, Tiff, man, I appreciate you coming on this show.
Thank you for having me.
We're probably gonna have you back on here, at some point, especially when we talk about businesses. But I'm appreciative of you. GPT is, and I know we gotta go. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
It was always love, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. If the half a piece offended you, then I'm talking about you. So. Hey, it is what it is. So, no. Hey, man, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Tune in next week, man. I'm gonna have Neil. So Neil, who we were talking about in the show, who runs Huddle, who's right behind that camera, but y'all can't see him.
Jack of all trades.
He's gonna be on this show with me, and we're gonna talk. All right.
Shortcuts to the game, that's a no-no. Least traveled on my journey, I'm alone, so dark times gave me glow. Everything I needed was on this path, I swear I never cheated. Pushing for a reason. So many times I fell, but I got back on my feet, so that's why I'm undefeated. No.